Ladies, let me be blunt. 99% of women over 65 are losing their balance every single day, and most don't even know it until they've fallen. As a doctor and a woman in her 70s, I'm here to tell you it's not just aging, it's neglect. And the good news? A simple 1-minute trick done daily can help stabilize you again without expensive physio or scary equipment. So stick around, because this might be the most important minute you give yourself today. Oh, and before we begin, if you're over 60, tell me in the comments, have you ever had a fall or a close call? Let's open up the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more real talk for strong women like you. Part 1, the hidden epidemic no one talks about. Let me say something that might shock you. We're living through an epidemic, but it's not one you'll see on the news. No headlines, no warning signs, no daily case count. But every single day, thousands of senior women are quietly losing their balance. Not dramatically, not in a way that makes them scream or call an ambulance. It's more subtle than that. It starts with a moment in the garden where you almost trip on uneven ground. It's the dizzy step you take when standing up from the couch. It's bumping into door frames more than you used to. And before you realize it, you're living smaller, holding onto railings more, hesitating before stepping off curbs, avoiding walks at dusk just in case. Now here's the scary part. 99% of women over 65 show signs of balance decline. And yet, most doctors don't talk about it until it's too late. How do I know this? Because I was one of those doctors. I used to focus on heart health, blood sugar, blood pressure, because those were the headline-grabbing dangers. But one day, a patient of mine, bright, active, 72 years old, came in with 2 black eyes. She'd fallen while reaching for a mug in her kitchen. She said, "Doc, I wasn't doing anything risky. I just lost it." That moment made me realize we've been ignoring one of the biggest threats to independence and dignity for older women. Falls are the #1 reason older women lose their freedom, physically, mentally, emotionally. They lead to fractured hips, hospital stays, and in many cases, the beginning of the end. So why aren't we screaming this from the rooftops? Because balance loss is slow, invisible, and honestly, embarrassing to admit. But today, we shine a light on it, because ignoring it, that's no longer an option. Part 2, the silent culprits. Muscles that forgot how to talk to your brain. You know what no one tells you about getting older? It's not that your body becomes weak overnight. It's that the connection between your body and brain goes quiet, like old friends who stop calling each other. You see, balance isn't just about being strong. It's about communication. Your brain talks to your muscles. Your eyes scan your environment. Your ears keep you upright. Your feet send signals back up the chain. But if one of those links gets fuzzy, even for a second, you feel it. And the worst part, you can't rely on brute strength alone. Let me give you an example. You've got these tiny muscles around your ankles, knees, hips, muscles you barely even think about. They're called stabilizers, and they're responsible for keeping you upright on uneven ground, adjusting mid-step, and recovering from stumbles. Here's the thing, these muscles are lazy. If you don't challenge them, they shut down. So think about your day. Do you walk on sand? Probably not. Do you ever balance on one foot while brushing your teeth? Doubt it. Do you squat to garden or stretch to reach high shelves daily? Nope. We walk on smooth floors. We sit for hours. We hold on to things. And that slowly tells your body, I guess I don't need balance anymore. But that's the wrong message. Because balance isn't just a luxury. It's a necessity. And it's not just muscles. Your inner ear helps you stay upright. Your eyes help track movement and distance. Your proprioception, a fancy word for how your brain knows where your body is in space, starts to fade if it's not constantly trained. Think of your balance system like a marriage. If no one's talking, things fall apart. But with just a little effort, the connection can come back. Part 3. Why women are hit harder than men. Now, let's talk about something I wish more women knew. And I say this with love as both a doctor and someone who's lived through it. Balance decline affects men and women differently. And guess who gets the short end of the stick? Us. Women. Not because we're weak. Not because we're careless. But because our bodies were designed differently, and aging affects us uniquely. Here's the breakdown. Hormones. When we hit menopause, estrogen plummets. Now, estrogen isn't just for hot flashes and mood swings. It actually affects the elasticity of our joints and the strength of our ligaments. When that drops, the joints that used to stabilize us, they get looser. That means the knees wobble more. The ankles roll more. The hips feel unsteady. And most women are never told that hormone loss affects balance. Structure. We have wider hips than men. It's just biology, made to carry babies and walk differently. But that wider hip structure also means a more challenging center of gravity as we age. If your core isn't engaged and your legs aren't strong, you feel like you're walking on stilts. Lifestyle. Let's be honest. How many of us over 60 are doing activities that challenge our balance every day? Yoga? Maybe. Dancing? Occasionally. Jumping over puddles or climbing trees like we used to? Definitely not. Over time. Even simple things like walking on grass or turning quickly to grab the phone can become hazardous. And here's what really gets me. We women are raised to put everyone else first. We care for husbands, children, grandkids. We focus on cooking, cleaning, caregiving. But how often do we stop and ask, can I stand on one leg for 30 seconds? Can I recover quickly if I stumble? Balance is not just a fitness issue. It's a feminist issue. It's about preserving our independence, our strength, and our right to live without fear of falling. And now that you know why we're more affected, it's time to take control. Because in the next section, I'll teach you the 1-minute trick that helped me and hundreds of my patients regain balance, confidence, and grace. And you don't need a gym. You don't need a trainer. You just need your own 2 feet and 60 seconds. Part 4. How I nearly became a statistic myself. Now, I want to share something very personal with you because I believe honesty is powerful. At age 67, I found myself standing in my bathroom, fresh out of the shower. It was an ordinary day, one that looked no different from any other. But then it happened. My feet slipped on the wet tile. Time slowed for a second. I knew I was falling, but I couldn't stop it. I reached out instinctively, grabbed the edge of the sink. The cold porcelain hit my arm as I hit the floor. No broken bones. No ambulance. Just a bruised arm and a bruised spirit. For a moment, I sat there stunned, not just physically, but mentally. I was a doctor. I knew better. I knew all the risks that come with falling at our age. I had spent decades warning my patients, teaching them balance exercises, explaining the dangers. And yet, I was exactly where so many women find themselves, vulnerable, caught off guard by their own body. That day was a wake-up call. It was like my body whispered, "You can't ignore me anymore." Because balance loss isn't a dramatic event for most of us. It creeps in like a slow thief in the night, stealing confidence, independence, and joy. But here's what changed everything for me. I refused to become a statistic. Instead of feeling defeated, I took action. I researched every balance program, every therapy, every tiny exercise that could help me retrain my brain and body connection. And through trial, error, and persistence, I found a simple, effective exercise that fits into any lifestyle. No fancy equipment, no expensive therapy sessions. Just a 1-minute daily habit that reawakens your balance system and strengthens those forgotten muscles. It took time, patience, and discipline. But today, I can stand on one foot for over a minute without wobbling. I walk taller. I feel safer in my own skin. And I'm still out there, living life on my terms. If you're watching this, maybe you've had a stumble too, or worse, a fall. Or maybe you're scared it's coming. Know this, you're not alone. And you can change the story. Part 5, the 1-minute trick that trains your brain and body to stay upright. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for. The simple, quick, powerful trick that can help you regain your balance step by step. It's called single leg standing, and it's the cornerstone of balance retraining for people of all ages. But don't let its simplicity fool you. Why? Because this exercise targets the very parts of your body and brain that forget how to talk to each other as we age. Here's how to do it slowly, carefully, and safely. Step 1. Find a stable surface. This could be a kitchen counter, the back of a sturdy chair, or a wall for support if you feel unsure. Step 2. Remove your shoes and socks. Barefoot is best. Your feet need to feel the ground and send accurate signals to your brain. Step 3. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward. Step 4. Lift one foot off the ground, bending the knees slightly. Try to keep your balance on the standing leg. Step 5. Hold for 15 seconds, or as long as you can without losing balance. If you feel wobbly, lightly rest a finger on the support, but try to rely on it as little as possible. Step 6. Slowly switch to the other leg. Repeat the hold. Step 7. Do 2 rounds per leg. This may sound easy, but trust me, if your balance has declined, even 15 seconds can feel like forever. And that's exactly why it works. You're waking up those stabilizing muscles in your ankles, calves, knees, and hips, muscles that have been sitting dormant. You're also sharpening your brain's ability to interpret signals from your eyes, inner ear, and feet to maintain stability. Think of it like rebooting a computer that's been frozen. And the best part, it only takes 1 minute a day. Consistency is key. Doing this every morning trains your nervous system to improve communication between your brain and body. After just a few weeks, you'll notice subtle but important changes. You feel steadier walking on uneven ground. You recover faster if you trip. Your confidence to move freely grows. In my clinic, women who committed to this simple habit have gone from fearing every step to dancing at family weddings. It's not magic. It's science, and it's available to you starting tomorrow morning. Part 6, how to supercharge it if you're ready. Now, if you've been practicing that 1-minute trick consistently for a few weeks and feel ready to push a little further, congratulations. That's a huge win. Here's how to supercharge your balance training safely and effectively. These variations stimulate your body and brain even more, helping your system become more resilient. Variation 1. Close your eyes. Once you feel steady, try the single leg stance with your eyes closed. Closing your eyes forces your brain to rely more on your inner ear and proprioception, your body's sense of position. Do this only near a wall or sturdy surface, and only for a few seconds at first, then gradually increase time. Variation 2. Soft or uneven surface. Try standing on a folded towel, yoga mat, or foam pad. This mimics uneven ground and forces your stabilizing muscles to work harder. Start slow and use support as needed. Variation 3. Head turns while balancing. Balance can falter when your head moves because your inner ear senses motion. Try slowly turning your head side to side while balancing on one leg like you're saying no. This challenges your vestibular system, training it to maintain stability during motion. Variation 4. Add gentle movements. Once comfortable, practice lifting your toes or heels while standing on one leg, or try small knee bends. These subtle movements improve coordination and strengthen muscles. But Here's the most important advice I can give you. Never rush it. Balance is delicate. Push too hard too soon, and you risk falls or frustration. Instead, honor your body's signals. Progress at your own pace. Celebrate every second you hold steady, because every second means your body is relearning to trust itself again. Here's what I want you to remember. Balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about reclaiming your freedom, your confidence, your ability to move without fear. It's about knowing that no matter your age, you can improve. You can stay strong. You can live life on your own terms. And it all starts with 1 minute. Tomorrow morning, barefoot, one leg at a time.